Okay, Kendrick Lamar is now doing something that we only have seen done by Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You song. Okay, think about this. Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us just hit #1 status for the third different time. When he dropped it, it went #1. When the video dropped, it went back to #1. And now, following his Super Bowl performance and winning 5 Grammys, Not Like Us for the third time is #1 again. Only Christmas songs do stuff like that. Mariah Carey has one of the greatest, if not greatest, Christmas songs of all time. Her song does that yearly for Christmas. K-Dot's doing this off a beef record. Kendrick's starting to get that Drake push, man, for real. Remember at the pinnacle of Drake, the top 10 songs in the country pretty much was Drake. Bruh, Kendrick has 5 songs in the top 10 Hot 100 this week. Obviously, Not Like Us is #1. I just told you that. #2, though, is Kendrick and SZA with Luther. #3 is Kendrick and Lefty Gunplay. Turn his TV off. At #5, it's Kendrick again with Squabble Up. And at #10, it's Kendrick and SZA again with 30 for 30. He's pretty much controlling the charts right now. A lot of people gonna get the Grammys that credit. A lot of more people gonna get a Super Bowl that credit. I think at some point you got to give Kendrick some credit, or maybe heck UMG some credit. With Drake and UMG at odds, it is clear as day that Kendrick is the top rapper at UMG right now. I don't think this is that hard. Like, Kendrick is making really good music, to me better music than Drake right now. Drake is at odds with UMG. He's saying UMG contrived with Spotify, right? Okay, UMG has a big tour with Kendrick, who's doing stadiums coming up. They're putting their money and they're backing behind Kendrick. This is not some big conspiracy. This is just business. It's not that hard. Kendrick Lamar recently explained his intent behind his feud with Drake, which culminated in the biggest record of his career, and Not Like Us. He said, "My intent, I think from day one, was to always keep the nature of it a sport. I don't care how people look at it as far as like a collaborative effort. That's cool. But I love when artists grit their teeth. I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack and URL, the Murder Mooks of the world, the Luxes, the Tay Rocks, and my bro Daylight, obviously. This always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. What I will say about 2024, it was more from a space of where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you don't see that. You don't see that grit. You don't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration. Like, Kendrick Lamar believes hip hop is the greatest art form there is. And one of the things he does a great job of doing is making people think. I don't need to have a lecture at me. Like, I'm not looking for Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers or To Pimp a Butterfly every time I listen to hip hop. But I really like GNX, Good Kid, Mad City, one of my favorite albums of all time, because they're still boppy and make me think a little bit. That's where I like my music at in 2025 as a 31-year-old male. Kendrick on the art form said, I just think about the culture, really. It's always first. I'm not even BSing with you. When people talk about rap, man, the conversations I hear, they think it's just rap and it's not actually an art form. So when you put records like that at the forefront, like Not Like Us, it reminds people it's more than just something that came 50 years ago. People kind of belittle it. So I love to see it get that kind of recognition. Yeah. Not Like Us is one of the biggest and most important hip hop songs, I'd say songs, period, over the last 30 years. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, the first verse of Not Like Us, everybody knows it line for line. I'm talking about people who don't like the song. No matter who you are, you know the entire first verse, period. That's a very monumental record. And Kendrick is saying a lot of this was to put hip hop at the art form pinnacle because he feels like too many people are making junk music. That's what he's saying. Like, people are not valuing the importance of being successful in hip hop. I personally feel like that on the journalism tip, right? There is not a lot of money in what I do for a living. And then people always get mad at you because you're covering certain things. But I tell people all the time, if music was about roses and dandies, if rappers were rapping about how many roses they caught, how many fishes they caught in the water today, I would be covering that. Hip hop has went to such a place where I do believe you mix in where it's going, you lose the art form. Kendrick found a way to take it there, but keep the art form intact, right? Like you remember A minor for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. Time, love, and support is what your boy never take for granted. Let me know y'all thoughts on K-Dot's success. The hits keep on coming. For real, for real. All right, I'm out.